Hello and welcome to the GBC Productions channel. This is episode 63. In this video, I will be taking apart a Commodore 1520 plotter. Now this is a color plotter with 4 ballpoint pens. So let's take a little look around this thing first, and then we'll go inside. On the back here we have power and a fuse, and then a serial connector. This would daisy chain after your floppy drives such as your 1541, 1571, or 1581. So we have a cover on the paper, and we're going to rewind the paper and take it out. Actually, it looks like it's kind of come unwound. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's take this other cover off here. Now we can see the print head, which actually holds the 4 pens. It looks like 3 of the pens are missing. Now there is something rattling around inside. It might be one of the pens. I doubt it though, but we'll see. I'm going to pause for a moment and take the paper out. With the paper out, I'm going to take the fuse out just out of curiosity. I want to see what it is. I'm not sure if this is going to show up on camera, but it's a 125 volt, 300 milliamp fuse. And there's no other important information on the fuse itself. I see 2 screws here, so I'm going to take those out and see if we can see inside. Real quick, let's take a look at the labels. Now the 3 buttons on top are paper feed, color change, and pen change. Now I never had one of these before, so I'm not too familiar with how these operate. So I'll disconnect this wire and this one. And I have a ground wire, so I'll need the screwdriver for that. Now the top cover's off, we'll take a look inside in the lower portion. A MOS chip, copyright 1982 by Commodore Business Machines. Production date of the 14th week of 1983. The other 3 chips are pretty much going to be logic chips. That's basically going to be the brains of the whole thing. So here's a main power transformer and our secondary output. There's a bridge rectifier here. Now I have not turned this thing on or used it yet, but this is very interesting to see here. There's a wee bit of crustiness here. And up here too. And those are both inductors. They're labeled L2 and L3. They're very crusty. I don't know if it's leaking from the capacitors. Almost if this were stored upright on its side like this. and the capacitors just leak down onto the inductors. I'm going to have to investigate this at some point. I have not turned this thing on yet. Now let's go on to look at the print head. Now this is a circuit board that had the 3 buttons on it. Now it looks like the entire print mechanism comes out as one piece. That was easy. And there's a simple circuit board here that looks like it's running the motors to drive the paper feed and the head back and forth, and also to switch pens. This feeds the paper. And here's the motor that drives the head back and forth. Alright, so there aren't any pins rattling around inside. But what I did notice is this ground plate is loose. It looks like it's missing a screw for the transformer that also holds down that ground plate. I wonder if someone's been in this thing before. Now let's take a look at the underside of this board. Now I'm going to be careful to leave the heatsink on. I can see the slop of heatsink compound. Alright, here we go. Let's take a little closer look at this. I'll zoom in a bit. There's a little bit of lifting on the soldering mask over here, but that was pretty common of circuit boards of this era from Commodore. So anyway, that's it. That's what's inside a Commodore 1520 plotter. Don't forget to subscribe for more, mash that like button, and comment below. Until next time, this is Uncle D from GBC Productions, signing off.